Hey guys, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to be replacing the spoiler on my Audi S3. It's an 8V. The process should be the same for any Audi A3, S3 or RS3 of the 8V variety. And I will also just add that mine is a sedan. So the process might be different for the hatch. I don't know if there are bolts holding it on as well, but at least for my sedan, I found that it's really only held on with double-sided tape. So I'm going to use some heat and a little bit of elbow grease, and we're going to remove that adhesive and put the new spoiler on in place with some new double-sided tape. Shouldn't take that long. Let's go have a look. So the idea with this is to just heat up a small section at a time with my hairdryer, because I don't have a heat gun and I don't want to go and buy a heat gun just to do this. So I'm just heating up a small section at a time and then holding it up with my trim tool and then going underneath that with some floss to try to sort of break the seal that's there. And there we go. Okay, cool. Now it looks like I can actually just pull it up with my hands. I don't want to snap it though. Here we go. I think I've got it. I've got enough flex in it now. Woo! That is hot. Hoo-wee! There we go, starting to come along. Definitely getting easier now that I have more to actually hold on to. That's just the same thing over and over again, a little bit of heat for a section maybe this big, and then, you know, once I got this much sort of started, I could just kind of pull up as I went. I am being careful to not bend the wing or, you know, break the wing itself, because, you know, if I do ever want to go back to this original one, it would be nice to still have. I doubt I'll want to do that, but at least, you know, I like having it there as an option. Oh, what is that? Oh no! Okay, so as you just saw, the unthinkable has happened, and yep, the spoiler has snapped, and there's this tiny section still left there, which is not going to be fun to get off by itself, but it is what it is. That sucks, but oh well. Now for the fun part, the cleanup. See, so it really helps to get a bit of heat into this leftover glue, because as it is, it's really hard to kind of pull and move around and stuff. But once we get a bit of heat into it, and so there we go. That's the result of a bit of heat and a little bit of elbow grease. And yeah, I mean, look, there's still a little bit of dirt along there, but that's not the end of the world. I'll give that a bit of a wash in the morning once I can. It's just getting a bit late now. That'll get rid of most of the dirt. There might still be a few little bits of residual, you know, glue stuck on there. I'm not really fussed about that. Most of it is off, and that'll give the new tape a fairly flat surface to stick to as it is, especially once I give it a bit of a scrub in the morning. So I'll check back in then. Alright, so just gave it a quick wash, I'll let it dry, and then we'll stick the new one on a bit later on today. Alrighty, so here is the RS3 wing. I've just kind of done the same thing with the hairdryer. I've heated up all the adhesive that was on here and slowly peeled it off. It is proving pretty difficult to get all the last little bits of residue off, but I think that'll be fine. There is still enough actual surface to stick to. So what I'm going to do next is bring the car back into the garage and yeah, apply some new double-sided tape to the wing and stick it down. Okay, so here is the RS3 spoiler. I've gone ahead and put the double-sided tape on. I've, not been too careful to follow exactly where the previous tape was because I feel like that was kind of overkill. This thing was stuck on there really, really well. I don't want to have to go through that same process if I ever want to take this off. So I haven't put quite as much, there's little gaps here and there. I'm not really fussed. This will stay on. This brand tape is amazing. I've used this for a few different things on a few different cars, and I still have bits and pieces over on the shelf that are stuck together with this tape that I cannot get undone. So fingers crossed, this should be fine. So yeah, all that's left to do now is peel the backing tape off and stick it down for the last time. This is really annoying. Alright, so that was pretty frustrating, but I got that first one off. I'm just going to leave it, not fully peeled back for now until I get them all peeled back just a little bit, because I want to leave as much of the adhesive sealed away from the air for now, and then I'll go through and I'll do them all at the same time at the end. Whew, hands are clean? No, hands aren't clean. Alright, I'm just going to go clean my hands first. Get rid of any cat fur. Let's give it a go. Okay, there is no turning back now. Let's get it on. Hooray! That side's got to come back a little bit. Whole thing's got to go slightly this way too, if possible. It's pretty close. This tape is too good at what it does. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's a stressful 30 seconds. So the coolest thing about this wing is there is a little lip. It doesn't actually sit flush with the boot. It kind of hangs over by, a millimeter or two. So that actually made it quite easy to line it up once I realized that. That is mint. Whew. So there you go guys, that's a bit of a look at how to replace the spoiler on your Audi A3, S3 or RS3 8V. Just double check if there's bolts before you go and tackle it in that fashion, but at least for the 8V models, as you've seen, it's fairly straightforward. All you need is a bit of heat, some patience, and a little bit of elbow grease, and you'll get it done easily. So that's it for this video guys, I'll see you in the next one.